lift me up. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, hey, hey. Oh, lift me up. You lift me up. Oh, lift me up.
Hello, welcome to our cooking show. My name is Dan Oakes, and this month's theme is alternative ways to sweeten your food so you're not using so much refined sugar. And so we invited the expert in this field, the president of Global Goods, the founder of the world's best volcanic nectar, Agave.
That's right, the sweetest chef that you've had here.
Really? Yeah? Yeah.
Just don't tell Kathy.
He's also my brother, Brian.
That helps.
You're going to show us how to make something with agave nectar.
That's right. And it's not just any agave nectar. We're using volcanic nectar.
And while you're making this, I really want to find out some of the differences. What makes it different? What the benefits of agave are first. You know what I mean? And then how yours differs from the other ones that you get.
All right. Well, real quick, we're going to need a few things for this recipe. Yeah, if you could get some corn syrup and dextrose, modified cornstarch, some food coloring, different things like that.
Dextrose.
That's how you make this stuff, man. We're not doing that.
No.
We're going to make our own marshmallows.
Yeah?
All right. And so we're going to do a healthy version.
You're a bit of a marshmallow, so you like this recipe.
That's humor.
Huh,
that's humor. You know, somebody had to go with the brains in the family.
So you're making marshmallows then?
That's right. That's right. We can edit that, right?
You were always a little bit of a powder puff. You know,
Okay. You just stay puffed, buddy. Just stay puffed.
Okay. Speaking of, there's a video we got to see. You know what that reminds me of is, what was that movie?
It's the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man.
Okay, anyway, so you're showing us how to make marshmallows.
That's right. That's right.
And that's a great way to, if you're a diabetic and you're trying to cut back, but you want to enjoy marshmallows.
Exactly.
What else can you make with marshmallows?
You know, you got your kids who are just bouncing off the walls every time they go to a party and they have some cake and ice cream or the sodas that are out there.
We made the mistake of giving our kids sugar at church, and then next thing you know, and our church is like 3 hours long, and they were like going nuts.
Exactly. And so, anyways, this is the kind of sugar that you'll get from eating, you know, the sweetness that you taste in apples and peaches.
Oh, really?
All right. And so that's really good for you. And so it doesn't cause those sugar spikes. It actually gives your body time to utilize it, send it to your brain, send it to your muscles, do things like that.
So that's what makes it different then.
That's right. All right. So we're gonna start on making some marshmallows, and then we're gonna take a step further. And what do you mix marshmallows in? Rice Krispie treats.
Rice Krispies?
Yeah, we're gonna make
Nice.
some Rice
What a
Krispie
great
treats
way
with
for
it.
people, like I say, with diabetes, or if you're just cutting back on sugar. I've read studies about how all the negative effects that refined sugar has on it.
Right, exactly.
That's great. How do you make it?
All right, so we're going to start with getting some unflavored gelatin.
Oh, that's too bad.
2 packets in there. Yeah, no, unflavored. We like the flavor of what we're doing here.
You want me to stir for you?
Yes, please. All right.
Okay, so this is unflavored gelatin.
Mixed with water. All right, now you're going to want to heat that up for 30 seconds. If you don't heat it up, you're going to end up with mush. All right, so you have to get the chemical process.
Trick, huh?
Yep, so heat it in the microwave for 30 seconds for us.
That's why it's good to have these videos, you know, so you can...
That's right. Those are tips that a lot of people miss.
Yeah.
And so, anyway, so that's an important part of this. I've had people that have tried it. They're like, that recipe just doesn't work. I said, did you heat up the gelatin first? And they go, oh, is that important? I mean, it's 30 seconds.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, come on, 30 seconds.
That's right.
So it's important. Okay, gotcha.
That's right. All right. Now, agave is a good sweetener to use. We've talked about it as being healthy and is, you know, good for you. But there's some things you have to watch out for because agave is made in Mexico.
Yeah.
All right. And it used to be, you know, 8 years ago when I started this business and invested in the company in Mexico, it used to be that, you know, you couldn't find agave on the shelves.
Oh, yeah,
much
no,
at all.
not a lot of people knew about it. But then Dr. Oz started talking about it on TV and stuff like that. It became real popular.
Exactly.
Huh? Now you can get it almost in a lot of places.
You get it
before
in
you
a
have
lot
to
of
usually go to health food stores or to globalgoods.com.
Right, exactly. But now you can get it in a lot of box mart stores and stuff like that. But if you look at a chemical analysis of it, you're going to find that it's not just all agave in those bottles.
Oh, really?
But because it's manufactured in Mexico and they can say things like, hey, this is agave, well, then the resellers here in the United States say, ooh, we've got pure agave.
So they don't have the same kind of certification and all that.
That's right.
I see.
Exactly. All right, so let's just take this and add it into our bowl here. And we're going to need a cup of volcanic nectar while you're at it.
So yours is called volcanic natural. So what are they adding in those?
All
other
right. So
stores?
if you do a chemical analysis, which is something you won't see on the back of labels.
You paid like 10 grand to do your chemical analysis, didn't you?
No, we actually paid a lot of money for some other testing with diabetics and stuff,
okay.
and that was that one. But we've done the testing, which is also very expensive, on a full-blown chemical analysis to see what is in all of these other products.
I see.
All right, and so by
it was like 10 grand though, right? I mean, that's what I thought. It was 6 grand, but you did it several times, right?
well, that was for the diabetic testing.
Oh, okay, gotcha. So yeah, anyways.
So the other testing, we've run those tests, and we've looked at a full-blown chemical analysis of the different products, and you'll find things like sucrose in their agave. That's not naturally found in agave nectar.
Oh, really?
All right. High amounts of fructose. There are some that are as high as 90% fructose in there.
So they're adding stuff?
Exactly.
Oh, I got you.
All right. And then you'll find things like mannitol. That's a man-made filler.
Oh, really?
Most people don't even know what that is. All right. And so you'll start finding those things showing up in these products because
I'm a tall man, but I don't know what mannitol is. I got to tell you. So anyways. Okay, so
I didn't expect
keep doing
that.
this. How do you do this?
All right. So let's add the agave in here.
Okay.
All right. And then we're going to
So
need
you've
to
got
add
the gelatin and then the agave.
Exactly, and then some Mexican vanilla.
Oh,
that's good too.
yamola.
We bring
Kathy
that out
loves
of
this
Mexico.
stuff.
So
you got
yeah,
it
I've got
already.
it here.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, so now we're just going to run this, and we're going to mix it for about 15 minutes till it gets white and fluffy, kind of like the consistency of marshmallows.
Okay.
All right, that looks like a marshmallow consistency right there, doesn't it?
Yeah, it looks like
Very
it's ready
good.
then, huh?
All right.
Is that what it looks like?
It does.
Show us. Oh, it's all goopy.
Look
like,
at that.
Almost like marshmallows, huh?
Now, if we were still kids,
Yeah, no. Huh?
can we
need
cut this real quick? We'll be right back. It's time for a commercial. Do you do commercials?
Come on.
We'll save these for later, for the kids.
Okay, what do we do with this mixture now?
All right. So now let's first. No, don't pour it in.
Okay.
Get back it up. All right. Should I get you to hold that pan for me?
I'll start getting this ready. Now, how do you keep this from sticking? Do you wet it?
Yep, you can do that. All right. Now what you want to do is you want to grease your pan just a little bit, enough to hold the flour on there. You want to add just a little bit of flour. And this is so it doesn't stick to your pan here. And you want to just shake it around.
Shake, 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 Sinora, shake your body line. Shake it all the time. Work, Sinora, work it.
So now do I put this in?
Yep, let's scoop that in.
Okay, well, this is how it's done now. So you just go like
Trained
this.
professional.
That's
Don't
right,
try this at
that's
home.
right. Okay, so we get this in here like so.
Yep.
Right?
All right, and then you just start.
Oh, you got it on your arm.
Oh, that's great.
boy.
Oh, that's all right. This is your marshmallow mixture. You just spread that out evenly.
So while you're spreading that, I'm going to ask you another question.
Sure, go for it.
So the difference is, because I know yours is more expensive.
Right.
And it's because the others are adding fillers. Is
Right,
that right?
right.
And they're adding, what is it?
Real
that they're
quick,
adding?
it takes 8 years to grow a plant to full maturity.
All
All right.
Because I can tell you can't.
Yeah,
You can't talk and spread marshmallows.
It's a good thing I'm not chewing gum right now.
That's right.
I'd really be in trouble. But anyways, it takes 8 years to grow an agave plant to full maturity.
Really?
And you can get 6 of these bottles from that plant.
From one plant.
From one plant. And
So
then you
that
have to
means-
start all over again.
So in other words, like we need to know when we're planting right now what the need is going to be 8 years from now.
Exactly.
I see.
Exactly.
And they didn't know
that's-
8 years ago, so they're adding. What are they adding to?
Right. Well, hold on. And so if you look at it, what do you know what the other use for agave is?
Let's see, engine oil.
No. Actually, it's a new biofuel. They can do that, but that's not the other use for it yet. The other use for it is tequila. All right. And so people are always asking me, when does your agave go bad? I said, well, does it really go bad? And so, anyways, it's been used for tequila, which is the #1 export out of Mexico. And so because all that is being used for tequila, you know, they're sitting there going, we don't have enough plants to make this work, to sell it to just the millions of people
there's
all
so
around
many
the world
plants.
in this type of form.
Sure.
And so, you know, they're starting to find ways to add different things to it. And as we said with the chemical analysis before, you'll start finding the sucrose, the high
so they're
fructose
adding,
corn syrup.
like corn syrup. to it.
Yes, and different things like that to it, to get it to go just a little bit further.
That explains it. I have a neighbor, and she has this sugar intolerance. It actually makes her eyes twitch or water or irritate her anyways.
Right.
And when she found that it's because of corn syrup, or sugar, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
So she found that with some of the agave she was using in the store, she was still having this reaction, but with yours she wasn't.
Right, exactly, and
So
that's
yours
one of
is
the
pure.
reasons. Now, one way that you can tell by looking at the label, it's difficult because you can't see the full chemical analysis
Yeah.
like we've seen.
Yeah, how
One
can you
way you
tell?
look at the label is we all measure in tablespoons, okay? And you look at the nutrition facts and you look at calories.
Yeah.
Most of the agaves out there will be around 60 or higher in calories. We're at 45 per tablespoon.
So less.
So yes, so it gives you a little bit of
So
an
that means
idea there.
theirs has more calories because they're adding like sugar to it or
Exactly.
corn syrup or something.
Exactly.
Oh, interesting. Okay,
All right.
that's a good way.
Now
Yeah.
another way is on the very bottom, vitamin C,
Yeah.
10%. All right. And the other agaves, there's some you won't find any vitamin C at all. In fact, if you look at the full-blown chemical analysis, you'll find very little agave solids in it at all.
So natural agave, just straight from the plant, raw, without any additives, has vitamin C in it?
Yes.
Oh,
Yep.
interesting.
So
Okay.
it's very good that way. All right, so now we got this. These are our marshmallows.
Okay.
All right, but we got to let them sit there for about 3 hours or so. Let them cool off.
Okay.
Let them sit there and do their thing.
Well, we'll let them sit right here.
All right.
Fortunately, 3 hours ago, Brian's wife, Cora. Thanks, Cora. She made these for us, huh?
Yep.
So let's see what we got here. And now what do you do with them?
All right,
Now, after
so
3 hours
well,
later?
these are your marshmallows right here. So
Okay.
you know, you want to get creative, you could cut a circular marshmallow.
that's a
like
good
the star.
idea.
But
Yeah.
or you can use a knife.
Okay.
All right, and it's better if you use a cold knife or
Yeah.
a hot knife.
Yeah.
All right, and it'll slice
Well,
right through it that
see,
way.
I believe in the hot knife
All
idea
right.
because I've always heard the saying it's like a hot knife through butter.
All right, well here, back up your. Oh, this is the cold one. All right.
Oh yeah, baby, and I'm
Oh.
going with the hot.
Oh, I see what we
So
got
mine's
here.
not that hot.
All
so
right, yeah.
It's because it's a little lukewarm now. But anyway, so you just cut
You've
them
always
like
had a problem with it not being hot.
Oh yeah, look at mine's going
Oh,
through
look
it
at
like
look
a hot
at
knife
that!
through
No,
butter.
no, dude, mine slid right through it. Look at that.
And so you just cut them like marshmallow size.
Yeah,
then.
so
I
you can
see.
do squares. You could get
Oh, that's
creative and
cool.
do circles.
Uh-huh, yeah. You hold that knife kind of funny.
Well, dude, I'm not cutting. I'm right-handed, and you got me standing on the
I'm
left
just
side.
joking, you dude. It's fun doing the video with you, Brian. We're glad you
is.
could be here, by the way.
Thanks.
Thanks for coming.
Thanks
I
for
know you're
inviting
busy.
me.
Yeah, no,
good to be
seriously.
with all
Brian's
you.
a busy guy. He's having great success in his business, and anyways, and so appreciate you taking the time. to
No
do this.
problem.
Okay, so you make them like marshmallow size. I can't
Yeah.
wait to try one of these and see. Give it the old test. See if it passes. So should we take one of these out?
Yeah, let's do that.
Whoa, it's like a marshmallow. It's like, you know what we need is almost like a spoon or
Yeah,
something
let's do that.
to get these out of here. But hold on, gotta
that's
put it in the hot water.
Oh boy,
You got a
here we
spoon?
go. Yeah,
You want one?
Hey, I'm good with whatever.
There you go.
Perfect.
Okay, you put yours in cold, I'll put mine in hot.
Oh, here we go.
I'm just joking. It doesn't seem to make a difference. It cuts pretty easy. I thought it would be harder. Okay, so here's my corner piece right here.
Oh
Can
boy,
you see that?
my cold
Mike?
spoon isn't working for me.
See? I knew it.
Whatever, it's
Use
just
hot.
lit up.
All right, should we try it?
Yeah, let's
Okay.
do it. Just like
Very
a marshmallow, isn't it?
With a hint of orange.
Yeah.
With the vitamin C.
Vitamin
Not
C.
just joking. It doesn't. Tastes just like a marshmallow.
It does.
I've never made marshmallows before. That's cool.
Yeah, and it wasn't very difficult either.
Kathy says I got some on my lip. Is that true?
Yeah.
You weren't going to tell me. You weren't going to tell me, were you?
You
Oh,
got
you're
that
just
whole
laughing and going, oh, man. Okay, now what do we do with
All
the
right.
marshmallows?
All right, so now let's make some Rice Krispie treats, all right? You want to
Okay.
clear all this stuff off and get going?
No, let's
on
just do it,
All
man.
right, let's just do
Yeah.
it. Here we go. All right,
Yes.
so let's melt this butter.
Okay, let's see. I got to turn this on.
We'll slowly melt it so we don't just scorch it in there.
Uh-oh. How do you like this?
Technical difficulties. Can we get a crew in here, please? Anybody got a match?
Oh, there we go.
Hold on. It's-
Normally it doesn't click that long for Kathy.
there we go.
Got it.
That's a technique.
Was that your dragon breath? Yeah, I smell that. It's
not easy.
Yeah, you saw it. You blew a fire on that thing. Lit it right up. Okay, so I melt butter in here.
Yep.
Right.
Okay,
We're just making Rice Krispie treats, right?
that's all we're making.
We're making it with agave though, which
Yeah.
is cool. So for people like I said, with
Diabetics?
yeah.
Yeah,
people
and
are trying-
kids just love this too. And
I still taste like marshmallow on my lip. That's a good thing about homemade marshmallows. You don't get that with the store ones.
No, you eat it and it's done, and you got to have another. I mean, it's a conspiracy, man.
I'm like, yeah. I'm like still licking my lip here.
Maybe we should have done s'mores too while we were at it, you know?
Some more what?
Oh. Nice. Some more bad jokes.
I think we are.
I think so. Is anybody still watching? All right, so now we're going to add a little bit of salt in there. Okay.
There's 5 of people watching this, Brian.
They're both still watching. Okay.
Okay, now what are we doing?
All right, so now we're just going to mix in the
But
Rice
this isn't
Krispies.
yet melted yet. Right.
We'll get it there.
Okay, almost.
Oh, actually, no, let's not mix in the Rice Krispies.
Oh,
Easy,
oh,
Trigger.
God,
Trained
you're just
professionals. All right, now we actually got to add marshmallows to it.
Oh,
Crazy!
What a great idea. Okay.
Let's not use the spoon that we licked here.
Let's use this thing. I didn't lick this.
Oh, okay, yeah, you can put that in
Here,
there.
you hold it and I'll scoop it in.
All right.
How about? It's like Larry Moe and Curly's on vacation. Trying to make this here. Okay.
All right.
So how do you keep your agave pure where everyone else's isn't? For one thing, I know it costs you more.
Right.
In fact, they tried to one time, I think, put like fillers in. You caught them.
Yep.
Now
yep.
you
And
have
so-
everyone tested. don't you?
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. So
right.
what we do is, after it leaves our facility in Mexico, we have it stopped at the border, and we have an independent third-party laboratory take a sample of it and do a test before, after it reaches them, after it leaves them, and before it reaches my facility.
I see.
We have an independent lab do that on every single shipment.
Really?
So we can say with a certainty, we know exactly
Every
what is
single
in this
shipment's
product,
tested
and that
because-
is the exact same every time.
Yeah,
And
that's
you know,
great.
it's great doing that, and it gives us the security and the knowledge that, hey, what we're putting into our bodies, that's the good stuff.
Yeah,
That's the
right.
healthy stuff.
So one of the differences, I mean, it is sweet, right? And your body does see it. I mean, it is like a sugar in a way, but it's
Right.
that it metabolizes slower. Is that right?
Right, exactly. And so,
So how
because
s-
it's that same sweetness that you get from the fruits and vegetables that we
okay.
eat,
Yeah.
it works the same way. So your body has time to actually use it.
I see.
Okay, and so once your body uses it, it takes it and it goes, hey, I've got this sugar in me. What do I do with it? Oh, we can take it and we can put it into
Because
your...
it's metabolized slowly.
slowly.
Gotcha.
So it
Okay.
takes it and it says, hey, your brain needs some of that. Some of them need more. And then your body and your muscles need it. And so it's able to utilize it and send
Well,
it
I've got
to
a bigger
the-
brain,
Well,
so it needs more. That's for sure.
bigger head. I'll give you that. Anyway, so yeah, because your body has time to utilize it, it doesn't just take it and immediately store it in your fat cells. And whenever we take some of these new sweeteners that are man-made, that they're coming up with, they're like, oh, it doesn't cause this, it doesn't cause that. It's good
And
for
only
you.
a little bit of cancer causes.
Yeah, your body doesn't recognize
I'm
it.
not sure if this is too hot.
Yeah, it looks like it's a little hot. Let's turn it
Okay,
down.
so
And so, anyways, your body doesn't recognize those man-made sweeteners, and so a lot of times it'll take it when it's like, I don't even know what this is. I don't know what to do with it. It'll go and store it directly in your fat cells.
because it's got so much. At once.
Exactly.
Gotcha. Do I put this in now?
Yep. Now that it's all mixed up, let's add that in.
Okay.
Mix it all together.
Mix it. Woo! I've seen this done before. It's so cool to do it. Look at me. Oh, you're supposed to add a dye.
Look, Mom, we're on TV.
Mom's gonna be so proud of us.
She will
Won't
be.
she? She's in Yuma, Arizona right now, vacationing, with Dad, and
Oh, she called up this morning.
Did
She
she?
goes, yeah, I woke up, put my swimsuit on, but it's
Yeah?
just a little too breezy today.
Oh, it's
Like,
tough,
I
huh?
woke up and put my snow pants on.
and plow the driveway. What do we get? Like 4 or 5 inches of snow last
Yeah.
night. Huh? Woo!
That's just not right.
So I think I'm done.
All right,
you pour
yeah,
them in a
that's
pan?
it.
Is that what you
Yeah,
did?
let's pour them back in the pan
Okay.
now. You can use the same pan. It's just marshmallows.
Okay, so now I've even Andy, our cameraman, he's tried it in the store, and he's says that yours even has a little bit of a different flavor than
Yes.
the kind that you get.
Yes.
Like at a big
I've
box
had
of
people say that it's got a little more of a fruit
Okay,
flavor
this time
to
I'll
it.
hold and you scoop. How about
All right, sounds good.
a fruity flavor?
That's similar to it, yep. That could be part of the vitamin C that...
Hold on. I got it.
Maybe I
Got
should
it.
hold it again and you scoop.
You were good at holding it. You were. Okay.
All right.
Well, that's good. So we made Rice Krispie treats.
Yeah,
Way to
now
go,
we just
Brian.
let those cool and you cut those up later and you're good to go.
Well, good. Well, thanks for telling us about agave. You gonna give my customers a special discount? A coupon code or
Oh,
something?
do we need a DVO code or something like that? All right.
Well, actually, you have those sample packets, right?
Yep.
Those are good. So, anyways, cool. Well, thanks for showing us. We hope you enjoyed learning how to make this recipe and homemade marshmallows with this agave sweetener. And hope you enjoyed it at home.
Thank you guys for inviting me. Appreciate it.
Sure. Thanks for coming.